Hello, this is an individual reading. Started shuffling and the Wheel of Fortune starts. What is the message for today? So far it looks like there might be a message of, obviously you are the Emperor Scorpio, that's going without saying, right? There is a Knight of Cups coming towards you that's going to offer you a message of love of some sort. Or just reach out, you might just be like, hey, whatever the case is, he's coming towards you because he feels the need to at this time. So you have the Five of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So excuse the background noise. There's never a quiet moment in this neighborhood. It looks like he's walking away from a lot of different love options to come towards you. He knows that he has to in order to come towards an Empress. You can't really mess around because an Empress will find out. She will find out. But he's doing it because he wants to. The Wheel of Fortune, kind of encompasses like getting what you want, dreams coming into fruition, and, starting over, combining forces with you. Because the Empress obviously has her own pentacles, and that's why this person might be slightly younger than you. The Empress is very mature energy, mature not even just in age, but in intellect. The Knight is a little bit younger, but he's not like a page or anything where he's silly, in his approach. He's pretty mature, and he's like going to a place of, the Emperor, would. But he wants to start something new with you. He thinks that you would be able to, maybe you share the same kind of dreams, or you both want to start this, you're both interested in the same sort of subject of some sort. It's how to change a heart. Something clicked inside of his head. I guess he was thinking about you and maybe someone else at this time. But he obviously has strong feelings for you. It might be more passionate than intellect, but I think he's starting to realize that there's more there besides just feelings of lust. With the Lovers, it's very lusty, but with the Hanged Man, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups coming towards you, with the Eight of Cups, he's leaving behind a lot of opportunity, or past opportunity, I guess, or just his old ways. When you juggle a lot of cups, it's a lifestyle, and he knows if he wants to come towards an Empress, he can't do that. But he wants something more, with the Wheel of Fortune, and I think he's starting to turn a corner in how he thinks about things. Yeah, maybe he's had a lot of past relationship issues. A lot of things haven't worked out. He's kind of feeling weary and tired about, maybe going after the same type of persona. Kind of like coming to realize, with the Hangman, that he wants more than just like a really pretty bimbo that he can control. Some men might like it, like women that are easy easy, not necessarily in sexuality, but easy in manipulation. They're easy to control. They don't have to put their heart and soul into it because it's just frivolous to them. They don't have to risk much with an easy person, someone that just is gullible or doesn't really know this person, right? I think he's putting an end to old ways with that. It's tiresome and boring. It's not really giving him this kind of like lover's feeling. Might be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Definitely someone younger or younger energy. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, he's been feeling like kind of like just caught up like in what to do, what to think. He's always been getting the same mistakes with women in the past. He's always having the same issue, and he can't understand why he's stuck in this cyclic behavior. He wants to get out, because he has bigger dreams, and he's starting to realize a different way of thinking about things. And I think that's why he wants to come towards someone that's respectable like you. He's like, I'm done with all these past mistakes. I'm done. I want to start over and get better. I want to go after someone that is that has my heart, or that will challenge me, and hopefully she doesn't break my heart in the meantime, because they're just kind of like at their wits' end with dating, I'm saying. Let's see, what are you going to do about it? Is there anything else from the storm? See the Five of Swords. Again, lots of changes of the mind here. Really changing his mind on a lot of things. Maybe he is starting to clash with people that he used to get along with. And then when you start to realize that you're surrounded by people that you don't really like, or some people stay friends with like their high school friends because it just is, but sometimes you hear people saying like a lot of bad things about them, like they don't even like their friends from their childhood. So it's kind of like, why are you talking to people that you don't like? It's only because you've known them for a long time. That's the only reason. They're not your friend, they're not giving you any sort of benefit. Maybe these people are kind of thinking differently than him, and he's kind of like really evaluating his relationships at this time, how he wants to think, how he wants people around him to kind of think and feel, so there's a cohesive community around him. He wants to, Six of Wands, so he wants a community that's all in the same team, all kind of with the same goal in mind and the same outlook in life. No one's shady, no one's playing games behind someone's back, no one's gossiping, all that stuff. It takes a lot to break away from, groups of people, especially if it's most of the people that you know, and you know that you have to do a master cleanse of your life and get rid of bad energy around you. The people that usually give you negative vibes. It doesn't matter what kind of relation that they have with you. If they're constantly giving you, negative outcomes to everything that you do, it's time to evaluate your friendships. It's time to evaluate the relationships in your life and your health, your livelihood, because it does affect your health physically. Your social relationships affect everything. So if you're constantly around people that are giving you these like negative feelings, no matter why or what reason or what relation they have to you, you have to evaluate it and kind of like, kind of move on, and get around, a different tribe of people. And he's like really thinking about like how to like keep going in the right direction with people. Like there's a lot of people behind him now, that he's trying to get just like a good outcome, like that, a cohesive outlook he wants a team, that like a real team where everyone's on the same boat, everyone's rooting for each other. You know, if the team is in discord, then like the outcome isn't going to be good, right? Eventually there will be some sort of balancing, you know, justice of this whole situation, but it takes time. It takes a lot of time to really figure out what's going on. And it takes time to kind of clean or comb through relationships. It's really hard and difficult sometimes because you might find yourself as a party of one or a party of, you know, very small amount. But if those, you know, if the people around you are quality, it does not matter, because it would be so much better to have 2 great people around you than 15 people that are dragging you down or wishing ill harm for you or wanting to see you fail and all that stuff. So, you know, choose wisely on, you know, who you are letting into your inner circles. You know, I see that this person that's eventually going to come towards you is, I think, kind of figuring out things around his circles right now. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit more here. But he's gonna look at all of, you know, like his relationships, his coworkers, family, friends, whatever, whoever is constantly around him, to see if there's any like holes in the fabric of what he's trying to create. Are there people that are, you know, kind of thinking different things from me? You know, and it doesn't have to be in this totalitarian way, but is my team on the same page? Right? Even if you could take that into your own life, you know, on a daily basis. Who do you interact with every single day? Who do you see every single day? Are your neighbors interacting with you every single day? Are you saying hello to the, you know, the convenience store, you know, clerk? Are you seeing coworkers every day? Boyfriend, girlfriend, children, family, the crossing guard, right? You know, whoever it is, you know, evaluate who you're interacting with and what energy they're giving back to you. Because it's going to make or break your success in everything. And it's better to stand with few that are good souls, you know, than many that are just ugly inside, or trying to do things that are negative, right? Or, you know, ill-willed, or just jealous people, whatever the case is, whatever their motive is, it's coming from a negative, dark place. And you have to be able to learn the difference of the quality of people around you, who's gaslighting you, who's trying to manipulate you, who talks good behind your back, who talks bad behind your back, who can you count on? Do people do what they say? You know, like all these things kind of like come into account. So once you realize your community, your soul tribe around you, you know, you'll be able to connect with this new person that is really going to come, you know, in and show you that he has a lot of feelings for you. He wants to build with you. He thinks of you as, like, you know, the Empress, which is just kind of very respectable and demure and beautiful and just, like, you know, bow down worthy, like, you know, like, it takes a lot of guts to come towards an Empress and offer a cup, but he knows that, and he wants to come, like, correct. And in order to do that, sometimes it takes time to really fix your life before you open up yourself to another person. You know, and if you want to give a new relationship a good chance, granted, your life is never going to be at a perfect time. It just doesn't work like that in life, and nothing's going to be at a perfect time. But you could just kind of fix your past before your past gets into your future. Right? You don't want your past creeping up into a new relationship. You know, sometimes you just can't help it, and you can't control it. You know, some people are just crazy and they'll hold on for years. But at the same time, you have to figure out how you're going to control everything in all of your relationships, good and bad, before you start a new relationship with someone, because you don't want to taint it. You know, you want to give it its best shot. And even though you're both probably going to make mistakes and you're both going to have things that are still questionable with your past or whatever, the only thing that really matters is if you communicate the right way with each other, and really kind of like connect and, you know, combine forces, really be honest and open about what's going on, so you both can expect and work together as a team, right? It goes back to this team like atmosphere, being coherent, no. You all are like on the same page in your outlook and your goal. And in order to do that, you have to talk about it and explain what's good and bad, what you want and what you don't want, right? If you explained your pet peeves right away with someone when you first met them, you would know right away, you know, what annoys the other person. So you could try not to do it. Does it mean that you're always going to be perfect? Not really. You know, you're still going to annoy each other and do silly things. That's just the nature of relationship in general. However, you could really skirt past silly issues that might occur if you just communicate and just put out exactly who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you expect out of a relationship, what your red flags are, what are your absolute no's, you know, all these things, you know, like really tell the other person who you are and what you expect out of a relationship. Because if you never talk to your other person and you just assume that they think the way that you do, you guys might act the same, or you might think somewhat the same, but no one thinks exactly like you. And in order to find out what they're thinking, you have to talk, and they have to explain it in their own words from their own mind. You can't assume that, you know, you're on the same page. So I think that in order to really gain the tribe that, you know, is really going to be behind your back, and you're going to fight together in this force, you know, to a greater good, with good people around you, good colleagues, whatever, it's really just putting it out on the table, what you expect, you know, and also what you don't accept, you know, and then if those people are willing to still work within those boundaries, then that's a good, you know, start to something good. So I think that the outlook on this story here is, in order to get exactly what you want, you know, you're really going to have to kind of evaluate people, relationships, and things around you before you open your heart up to love. But there is some sort of love offer, but it looks like there's some sort of like life correction that is happening before this new love starts. But it looks like someone's going to come toward you with an offer of love, and they want to really build a life with you, you know, like they really want to come and kind of be like, hey, where should I put this painting, you know, like in the home, or you know, kind of ask you for like just be you know, like nest together in a sense, you know, and also, you know, everything that involves with the lovers, whatever. So I think this person is just evaluating the relationship quality at this time, and you should too. I think that's the message, is relationship quality is so much more important than how many relationships you have. So choose wisely. Thank you.